I am genuinely, wildly excited for patch 6.1, and I am not just saying that. It is bringing systems that I have been personally dying to have for quite some time now. Actually, literally years. And I know that I'm not the only one feeling that way. Take Hrothgar Hairstyles, and I play Hrothgar, so this definitely impacts me. I'm not gonna lie, that got me hyped. Or the huge PvP overhaul, my god. Like, the details of that make me so excited for PvP, and that has been so many years coming. Or our first new ultimate raid in literally like 2 years, and I've been waiting for an opportunity to get into ultimate raiding for years now, and it's about here. I am actually so excited for that. We have new housing wards, new housing acquisition methods, alliance raids, extreme trials, balance passes, weapon glamours from trial drops, and more. So yeah, we have a lot to unpack here, so let's get into it. So the patch 6.1 live letter is coming out tomorrow evening, which is going to detail a ton of features of 6.1, and I want to talk about what we know will be in there, what I suspect will be in there, as well as what makes me most excited for 6.1, as well as writing off things that we know that will not be there, or likely not be there. I would be shocked. So first up is Hrothgar Hairstyles, and to say the absolute least, this is a system that I have been dying for years now. I kind of said that already in the intro, which I apologize, but like, this hits me so hard. Currently, you need to Fantasia to change hairstyles on Hrothgar, and there are only 2 hairstyles per face, which I'm not trying to diminish how much it sucks for Viera when I say that, but we literally had 2 for a face, and needed to like Fantasia to change things up. I'm allowed to be excited about something seemingly so small. I am actually gagging from excitement. This impacts me personally so much. Secondly is patch 6.1 we know will bring a huge PvP rework. I mean, rework, more like overhaul. It's insanely detailed. Just to keep it short here, includes a total PvP overhaul with a new mode added to it that is more of a casual style of PvP where you can just queue in and drop into it. It's extremely Overwatch 2 styled, I will say, and honestly I have no problem with people learning and taking ideas from like the best of the best. Like Overwatch 2 is literally an esport. Before I get in the comments, things that, trust me, I play Overwatch, I know we've had a hard time, but fact of the matter is Overwatch 2 honestly has a lot of good things to it. Overwatch has a lot of good aspects to it, and I have like tons and tons of faith that this is going to translate well into 14. I'm actually very excited, of course, given the other changes going around it. Did a video detailing what they already announced before, and yeah, I'm actually genuinely thinking I might PvP a lot, but I digress. The major game mode point is you push the crystal in various landscapes, basically escort the payload. This will also bring in the PvP reward structure overhaul that is essentially a kind of free-to-play battle pass that will allow you to earn tokens to spend on various rewards that you want, meaning that I'm never going to need to feel the sting of not getting the shadow armor again, because oh my god, I love this armor so much. I really want that for my Sage. That'd go really well with the new Tombstone Newless. I'd love that. But my point is, overall this makes PvP in 14 so much more approachable and will allow people to work towards larger rewards without worrying about like, oh, how am I going to compete with blah blah blah. You don't need to worry about that anymore, and I think that's amazing. From the details we already have, all I can say is I've done a video on it, and that is not like fake excitement, that is not clickbait. I am actually freaking excited, and that is not something I would have said a few years ago. Peace and love. Final Fantasy 14 PvP channel? Oh, just you wait. I have been working on my site for that. Oh, trust me, I have a lot to say on that. I am ready. Next up is Dragonsong War, which is the brand new ultimate raid. Oh my god, I am actually unable to express my regret for not doing the Epic of Alexander years ago. It's been like 2 years since our last ultimate raid, which is a very, very long time, especially in the gaming world. And it's been a long time coming for this ultimate raid. I know that a lot of people are going to 100% agree with that. That, you know what, we had this ultimate delayed. It's been a long time coming, and a lot of people are absolutely salivating for this, myself being one of them. Now, disclaimers. Do I expect much to be shown of the ultimate raid? Absolutely no, because they try and keep that as secret as possible, so I'd be surprised if we get even shown more than this picture that they already showed so long ago at this point. I personally regret not going into the Epic of Alexander, and trust me, I am going to right my wrongs in 6.1. I'm ready. Next up is the housing rework to how you can obtain houses, which is something that we have sorely needed for so many years now. Currently, people sit at placards and spam them for an unknown amount of time, sometimes quite literally hours on end into the night, or into the morning rather, for sometimes, which sucks. I've done that myself. And ultimately it boils down to whoever hits the buttons when the totally RNG timer says it's okay to press it wins the house. which is painful. So now we're going to essentially a draw system where people that meet the requirements, like having the needed amount of gil to buy the house in the first place, place like their ID into that particular house, and then one person gets drawn from that list of IDs. No more spamming, no more sleepless nights just to lose to someone who might not even be there and is scripting. Peace and love. But you guys know that's the truth. That's also getting into this amazing housing district that we made through this Guardian Restoration through Shadowbringers, and we can already look through the houses, and I know what ones I personally like the most for sure. So this is going to be actually really exciting time for anyone into housing at any level. More houses, new system for it. This is going to be great for anyone remotely close to interested in housing. Now this brings us to the Endwalker 24-man Alliance raid, which we already know is going to be related to the 12 so-called gods of Eorzea, and we've already coined the term Wedding Savage because of the preview image shown, because that is where this image is really from, so that just works. Wedding Savage ahoy. Next up is we know that we are getting a brand new extreme trial that will of course have its own mount, which is awesome because I for one love mount farming. That's one of the most popular activities for anyone in this game, and I like my land waffle is so iconic and I love it. Though it's going to be really hard to compete, ironically enough, with that land waffle for new mounts. It's just so awesome. Current speculations is that this is probably going to be the final trial of Endwalker and an extreme form, just going off of Shadowbringers having something similar in its pattern. Again, we don't know for sure, but that's where all speculation, including mine, lands. It's probably going to follow that pattern. Now I want to go briefly over things that I expect. And so I'm expecting the obvious, which is there's going to be new glamour appearances like armors and stuff. Shocking, I know. But this big speculative gil sink, oh, that is a 100% going to be whatever new glamour weapons that are crafted from the trial drops. And those trial drops are going to shoot through the ceiling in terms of price, like just wild amounts of increases. And that's really the real question here, is what trials are they going to make the drops from for this set of weapon glamours, because that is one huge method to make a disgusting amount of gil with very little effort. And so if you made it this far in the video, you're welcome. Consider this my thank you for listening this deep. Though no one can be 100% sure which trial drops it will be, I'm not gonna lie to you, but you all know that the shiny, glowy, particle-heavy Reaper Sage items, especially because they have no other one of those in the game. I mean, yes, P4 as Sage weapon. Why does Sage have to be like the least like benefiting from like a weapon drop in the game? Okay, I know there's Ast, but you know what I mean. Rip playing healer. My point is, you know, if you are looking for gil, oh my god, if you buy up like 100 of the right material, wow. You're gonna make a lot of kill if you're right. Now this leads me to things that I don't really expect to see for patch 6.1, and they are obviously things that I really want, but I don't expect them. So first up is gonna be the Relic Weapons, which as you guys know, I did a metric ton of work for the weapons, and I enjoyed them immensely. If past expansions are any indicator, I expect Endwalker relics to be 6.2 or likely 6.3 before we hear pretty much anything on them actually. And that really is the same deal with Island Sanctuary. I think at this point we might learn a few, if you scrap more details. I'd be staggered though if we saw any in-game footage of it, let alone if we got a 6.1 release for it. Rest assured though, I am beyond excited to get Animal Crossing and Final Fantasy XIV, especially because I haven't played Animal Crossing since I was a kid and it was like on the GameCube. But realistically speaking, I see that as like a 6.2 or 6.3 thing like the Relic Weapons, especially considering we're getting new housing district. I'd be shocked. Anyhow, that's really all for this video. What do you guys think, and what are you most excited for? For me, it's hard to say what exactly I'm excited the most for, because I think everything here has so much potential, and the PvP rework genuinely gets me giddy. I might be spending a disgusting amount of time talking about PvP. I am so sorry to anyone that doesn't want that. I'm also not, because I'm actually really excited. I think a lot of this was a long time coming, and I'm thrilled, as I'm sure everyone else is, that these features are coming into 14. We have been waiting a long time, and this is awesome.